All right, guys, we are about to offer another zero risk play on Bitnest. Some of you guys have been inquiring about it, so I figured I'd go ahead and do a second round for the month of July. Okay, so here's the first round right here where we put in that investment into Bitnest, and this should kick out about $650 or whatever the case is. All right, let's close this real quick in my calculator. 3348 minus 2700, 650. But keep in mind, guys, that I am using that self referral strategy. So rather than just getting 650, we'll be coming out with more like 919. So that is due in the next 4 to 5 days. Okay, so what we are going to do now is start taking in entries for the next or the second round, and that round will go into effect on the 4th. So what we're going to do, guys, is wait and make sure Bitnest is still operational and that this pays out. So we have another 1, 2, 3, 4, and on that 5th day, July the 4th, if this pays out like it promises, that $900 will be going into the participants of round one in this order, right? So you guys remember that the logged information. So with that $900, it'll be the first 8 or 9 entries here. Like I say, I'm not going to include myself until all other players have been paid. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and possibly 9, depending on the price of Bitcoin at the time. So these this group of members right here will be paid out whatever they put in plus whatever yield they received on that. Okay, so the second play very well may be a good idea for you same guys to get in really quickly, and because this is going to be paid out and you'll be able to jump into something else real quick. But again, this is a first come, first served issue, right? So whoever gets wind of this video or goes out to this post that I just released in the forum, get out there and participate as soon as you can, because the first round filled up pretty quickly. So if you're interested in doing this, jump out here to the forum, check out the info that I placed out here, and we will go with it from there. Now I'm going to go over how this round is going to go. It's going to change up a little bit from the first round, but similar to the first round, each entry will be 0.001 Bitcoin, which today, like last month, it was at 102. This month is about at 108, or at least as of today. And you can play multiple entries. Okay, so that was a question that came up numerous times last time. Just for the sake of allowing others to participate, I encourage you guys not to go out there and buy all 28 slots, right? I mean, we do want to kind of break this up between different players or whatever the case is. But if you want to get 2, 5, 8 entries and they're available, hey, go ahead and jump out and do that. Okay. Here we say, just like we did in round one, if Bitnest continues to perform, the yield that it'll be generating from that will be going in to pay off the participants in the order in which the participants came in and put in their entry. Okay. If it rugs or fails prior to July 4th, now remember we talked about this. This is when this is supposed to be released, right? Well, if it's released, we get that $900. We're going to take that 3,000, put it back in, take that 900, pay the first batch of users, right? And then go for another round for that round one. But in addition to that, we're going to take another $3,000 and put it in for round two. Okay, that is if it does not rug. All right, but if it rugs before the 4th, of course, we're not going to put in any more, right? Any more of that 3,000 of the new round 2. And as far as the old round 2, that $3,000 would be gone. That $900 wouldn't be able to expect that. And then we will go ahead and issue credits to the users of round 1. And as far as the participants that started in round 2, your Bitcoin would just be returned on that same day, which is the 4th of July. Okay. All right. Now, if Bitcoin rugs after the 4th, by this time we would go ahead and put in that additional 3,000, meaning we're going to drop a $6,000 28-day play. And if it pans out, payments will go out the same way as doing in round 1. If it doesn't, all wallets will be issued credits so that there will be no losses on your end whatsoever. That increases the loss from 3,000 to 5,000 or 5,100 or something like that. But the system, again, is able to absorb that with no problem. Okay, so to enter, we're going to do the same thing we did last time. Just log into your Bitcoin wallet, send your 0.001 Bitcoin or however much you want to send to this Bitcoin address here. And I will be leaving a link to this article or forum post in the description, so you can just click on that, come straight here, and participate accordingly. So once you send that Bitcoin, make sure you do post a reply with your wallet's Bitcoin address and your wallet ID. Okay. In this round, as opposed to the previous one, we're sticking to the 0.028 Bitcoin. It's going to be done on a first come, first served basis. And anyone that sends Bitcoin after we've reached that limit, your Bitcoin is going to be returned to your wallet. Okay. Returns for this round will start at 5% and increase by 5% after every 8 entries. Now, this is different from the first round, guys, because in the first round, you guys notice that we increased the return by 1% with each new entry. Okay. For this second round, we are starting at 5%. So I wanted to start at a percentage that's comparable with other returns that you're able to get through the wallet, right? And the minimum you're going to find out there or receive through other participation is 5%. So I didn't want to go below that. And at the same time, I wanted to separate it in batches where the payouts we receive from Bitnest, if we're getting $900 a month payments, I want to be able to break that up into about 8 to 9 batches. So therefore, the lowest risk will be for those that get in first, because we don't know how long this Bitnest is going to last. And because you have the least risk, you will receive the least return. Okay. For the second batch, the next 8 entries, they're going to get 10%. For the next 8 after that, 15%. And for the last batch, they'll receive 20%. Okay. So the good thing about this, guys, as the system pays out round 1 first, starting on July 4th of this month or next month, after that, it will be paying out simultaneously both round 1 and round 2. Okay, so the people that get in round 2, you don't have to wait until all of round 1 pays out. It's going to pay out both at the same time, because they're going to be mutually exclusive in that sense. So there'll be no extended waiting to start paying out in round 2. Now, also regarding round 2, there will be some fill by dates. So if no one participates, and right now I'm kind of leaving this open for you guys to participate. If no one logs in and puts in an entry by the specified date here, I will be putting in entries from my own wallet. Okay, so we will proceed with this for the following month. And again, this is just for your participation and for those of you guys that have inquired about it. All right, and as with the previous period, entries and updates for this round will be logged to this spreadsheet. If you click on that, it's just going to take you here in the round 2, and you'll be able to see your entry or the other entries that have come into this wallet. All right, that's all I have for this. And keep in mind, guys, understand that this is not only going to give you a way to make a little extra money on your Bitcoin, it's also going to support the entire ecosystem once Bitnest completes that payout of all you guys that are participating. And should you venture to invest in Bitnest on your own outside of these Bitcoin wallets, yes, you will incur a greater risk. And if you're willing to do that, use our referral link, particularly if you're an existing member of the DCS wallets, because everything that's coming into these wallets are going to be used to feed the vault. So therefore, as long as Bitnest lasts and continues paying out, that's just going to serve as more revenue for the wallets and more revenue or faster conversions and higher APYs for every participant of the wallet. All right, guys, that's all I got for you in this video, and we will see how this round 2 plays out. We will holla on the next one. Peace out.